That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't,
quick question?
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
We're talking about deportation now. Georgia college student faces deportation after running a red light. Police discover her entire family is living illegally in the U.S. for years. Dun, dun, dun. Hate to see it. This is written by Nicholas McIntyre of the New York Post. A Georgia college student faces deportation after she ran a red light and authorities discovered her entire family has been illegally living in the U.S. for nearly 15 years. Mexican national Zima Aries Cristobal, 19, was pulled over in Dalton, Georgia. Oh, that's North Georgia. On May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, after she failed to adhere to the no turn on red sign. Zima Aries Cristobal, a Dalton State Community College student, was driving without a driver's license, but told officers she had an international driver's license, according to WTVC, citing the arrest report. She admitted that she didn't have the foreign documentation when Dalton police officers asked her to show it, claiming that her mother had taken it away from her and that she was not supposed to be driving. In 2010, Arias Cristobal was brought to the U.S. illegally by her parents when she was only 4 years old during the family's move from Mexico City to the Dalton area, over 30 miles from Tennessee and the Georgia border. Because of her non-citizen status, Arias Cristobal was paying out-of-state tuition for school despite living in the area. The officer who pulled her over to attempted to speak to the team's mom and the owner of the car, but neither of them spoke English, according to the report. Arias Cristobal was arrested and charged with driving without a valid license and failure to obey to traffic control devices. She was transported to the Whitfield County Jail, a partner of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement 287G program used to identify illegal aliens in the country. This program operates based on a series of reviews and background checks completed only after an inmate is already arrested for an offense under Georgia law. The jail's operation guide said Arias Cristobal was processed through the federal database, which confirmed that she wasn't a U.S. citizen. She was brought to ICE's Stewart Detention Center in Lumpkin, Georgia, where her father, Jose Francisco Arias Talver, is also being held. Dang. Arias Talver was arrested last month when he was pulled over for driving 19 miles over the speed limit. The outlet reported the father, who owns the company, was denied proper paperwork to remain in the U.S. It is not known if he ever applied for citizenship. My dad has his own company, and they called the lawyer to see if they could get a job permit or a visa, and they said that he hadn't hit that status to get one yet. Arias Cristobal's younger sister told WTVC Arias Cristobal was not eligible for the DACA program, having been brought into the country a year after the program ended, according to Hannah Jones, the woman the teen babysat for in the past. Jones created a GoFundMe to raise money for an immigration attorney and bond for the teen. Chattanooga, Tennessee-based immigration attorney Terry Olson called out the family's attention, We do see that ISIS is really trying to find any and all methods to say an international has some way of violated the process and their status. What's concerning is that they are being checked at these checkpoints or at those stops. ICE does not have their entire immigration file in front of them. They're not looking at it at all. They're just relying on one item. This is a civil rights issue, Olson told the outlet. Olson said Arias Cristobal's mother is also arrested. Will be arrested and deported within a month, and our daughters will be taken with her to keep the family together. Oh, man. Well, okay. I guess the first thing I really want to say with this is you guys have to be careful. If you don't have your paperwork right now, you see what's going on. They're doing this over failed to come to a complete stop. They're doing this over going 19 miles over the speed limit. And 19 miles over the speed limit sounds crazy in essence, But it was one time where I got a ticket for that like 11 years ago. I was getting off the freeway, and it's 55, right? It's 55, and I get off the freeway and I'm driving and I'm doing 64 and I'm thinking it's a 55. It turns out between one light and another light, the speed limit decreases. No people walking, no pedestrians, no, kind of residential area. It's just trees back there. And you get off the freeway, you're doing 55. So what you think? If there's no type of traffic, you still think the speed limit's still 55. Apparently, between one light and the other light, speed limit changes to 45. So they got me doing 64, and I got a ticket for that. So 19 in essence sounds crazy, but it could be that easy, especially in a place like Dalton, the country, where you got so much more land and like just a lot of places to drive. So it's like going 19 over the speed limit sounds crazy, but it don't have to be that crazy. I say all this to say families are getting deported over the smallest things, breaking the smallest laws, and everything like that, traffic laws, traffic tickets, things of that sort. So if you don't have your documentation in a time like now, especially in a time like, you have to stay on your P's and Q's. And because you see what's happening, they're getting people out of here on whatever the case might be. And I know a lot of times a lot of people against illegal immigrants being in the country are saying, oh, they commit heinous crimes and, they're kind of dangerous to the American society and our citizens and stuff like that, committing heinous crimes and fleeing. And I've experienced that too, with my 7th grade teacher, Miss Bowie, Miss Elizabeth Bowie. She was, I believe, 28 at the time, right? She was dating an illegal alien, and I believe they broke up or something like that, and then he came back to our house, broke in, and allegedly strangled her. And then after that, he fled to Mexico when he was on America's Most Wanted, and he ended up being on a TV show a few years later. And I don't think they ever found him. So it's like, I definitely understand when people say stuff like that. Trust, I get it. Like I've had it. I've dealt with that pain firsthand. At the same time, it's like a lot of these people was just coming here for the American dream, looking for a better way and stuff like that. And they tried to get the legal documentation. They tried to do it the right way, but the way that immigration works a lot of times, and getting that documentation, getting those papers, them folks drag their feet, bro. They drag their feet. It's expensive. And by this point, these people are already assimilated into American culture. And someone like her, she came here when she was 4. She darn near is American. You know what I'm saying? So it's an unfortunate situation. And these are I feel like, sad stories in the midst of all of this, because I think when when you move this aggressively with stuff like this, it's kind of like a blanket statement of like, all of y'all are bad. You know what I'm saying? And I know some of y'all like, oh, well, our tax paying dollars are da 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 da, and they just freeloading off it. But like, you still humans, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if they not committing no heinous crimes, and their services, like the dad owned his own business, a lot of times, a lot of these quote unquote illegal aliens, like, they do good work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they provide good services. They're of help to the American people and the public and stuff like that. So it's just like pushing out good people, bro, for the sake of like, overall, they all bad. We'll see what happens to the economy. You know what I'm saying? We already see where the economy going right now, but it's like, I feel like if you're doing all this, if you're doing the tariffs, if you're doing the other joints right, then at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, the economy better be in a much better shape, you know what I'm saying, down the line. So Trump, he uploaded this earlier, speaking of deportation and illegal aliens and things of that sort. He said, today I signed an executive order to launch the first ever self-deportation program. Oh man, this y'all president. This y'all president. This is my president too. I guess technically, I am an American. To launch the first ever self-deportation program. Illegal aliens who stay in America face punishments, including sudden deportation in a place and manner solely of our discretion. To all illegal aliens, in all caps, book your free flight right now! Exclamation point. This dude right here, bro.
Today, I signed an executive order to launch the first ever self-deportation program for illegal aliens. We are making it as easy as possible for illegal aliens to leave America. Any illegal alien can simply show up at an airport and receive a free flight out of our country.
What y'all gonna do with him, man? He also had the joint where he said, didn't he say you get $1,000 if you leave the country? You get $1,000 US. So you get a free flight and $1,000. He said, don't y'all want that? He looked at all the people that was talking about the stimulus checks. He was like, I'm voting for Trump. We get the check. We get the $1,200 with Trump. We get the 1,200 stimmy. He looked at all them folks and said, oh, I know what those people like. How about $1,000 and a free flight on me? This is what he thinks. This is the way he thinks. Just watch the patterns, man.
We have also launched a phone app called CBP Home. That's CBP Home, where illegals can book a free flight to any foreign country. As long as it's not here, you can go anywhere you want. We're also
This man is stupid, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He's a character, dog. He's a character for sure. It's another thing. It's like people will say, like, man, y'all remember when y'all embraced Trump so much and he was this and he was that, he was a cool figure, and y'all mentioned him in the rap songs, y'all put him in the TV shows and stuff like that. And I was always just like, just because, like, right, you have friends, right? Just because someone's your friend doesn't mean you think they should be the president of the United States. It's like, he's a cool friend. Like, we laugh together. He makes funny jokes. He's charismatic, but he's kind of a problematic dude. But he's just a homie. You don't want him to run for the president of the United States. I feel like that's what Donald Trump is.
adding a very important exit bonus for illegals to further incentivize their self-deportation. This deportation bonus will save American taxpayers billions and billions of dollars. What Biden did to this country can never be explained, will never, ever be accepted. Eventually, when the illegals are gone, it will save us trillions of dollars. However, if illegal aliens choose to remain in America, they're remaining illegally and they will face severe consequences. Illegal aliens who stay in America face punishments, including significant jail time, enormous financial penalties, confiscation of all property, garnishment of all wages, imprisonment and incarceration, and sudden deportation in a place and manner solely of our discretion. So to all illegal aliens, book your free flight right now. We want you out of America, but if you're really good, we're going to try and help you get back in. Thank you.
Hey, man, y'all see what's going on, man. Y'all see what's going on. So with that being said, let's go to the next thing.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.